What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. So, what are we doing today? Well, today we are doing a watch along. I thought this would be fun. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But I thought this would be a fun thing to do, and that is we're going to watch along with The Human Centipede. Now, the way I'm going to do this is like you need to have your own copy, and then I'm just going to sit here and react to it. And if someone's in the chat, we can discuss it, talk about it, you know, that kind of thing. Otherwise, I'm just going to watch the movie, react to it. I chose The Human Centipede because when I was doing the curation cataloging, I was like, I've never seen Human Centipede 3. I've only seen 1 and 2. And so I was like, I want to watch 3, but I decided I'm going to rewatch 1 and 2 first and see if they decide if they're worth keeping in the collection or getting rid of, because I don't think these are like that good of movies. So we'll just have to see. I think Human Centipede 2 is pretty hardcore, but like Human Centipede 1 and 3 are, you know what I mean, aren't really the best. So I thought it would be fun to like, you know, go through this, and I thought maybe this could be a fun thing I could do on Twitch and then upload it later, I guess. But I'm gonna get this thing started. I got a timer down in the corner that will, if you're watching this with me, should help you sync to when we're starting it. I'm going to start the movie here in just a moment. But if I do this, I'm just going to do it on Fridays. We'll do it on Fridays. Do Human Centipede 2 next Friday, and then the fabled Human Centipede 3, which I think is sitting at like a nice 2.6. I think it's Human Centipede 3. I think they go lower each movie. I'm actually curious. I want to check real quick. Why won't this drag off? Come here. Human Centipede. So Human Centipede 1 is a 4.4. I gave it a 5 out of 10, which feels generous. Human Centipede 2 is a 3.8, which I gave it a 4, even though I think it's technically better, but it's way grosser. Then Human Centipede 3 is a 2.7. Oh boy. All right. Well, let's kick this shindig off, shall we? I'm going to, sorry, I had to move the timer. I'm going to start the timer and get the movie going. 3, 2, 1. IFC Films, baby. That is some hot coffee. That is some scorching coffee. Can I lock my... I can't remember how to lock this chair. There it is. I couldn't remember how to lock it. Every time I think of this movie, though, I think of like two things. I think of the Tosh.0, where he's like, Ruhevno, you know? Or South Park. Should I eat the cuttlefish and asparagus or the vanilla paste? Vanilla paste. Cuttlefish and asparagus? Okay, Kyle. That's what I always remember. I always felt like this was a good idea for a movie, though. Tom Six actually has another movie coming out that I'm actually legitimately interested in. It is, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. The Anya Club. Hannah secretly joins a group called the Oana Club. Its members, strong, independent LA women, get aroused by the misery of others. I don't know, just from the little bit I've seen of like the trailer, like it looks mildly interesting. Plus, I think it'd be curious to see what Tom Six can do outside of why the dog photo. I think it'd be interesting to see what Tom Six can do outside of the Human Centipede stuff, because I don't know if he's done much of anything. He has pictures of dogs, but nose to butt, like in a row. I don't remember that at all. I've only seen this once, and it was probably not too far after that came out, because where everybody was talking about this movie. That has got to be like the most paper thin trench coat I've ever seen. You can literally see through it. The light is literally shining through it. It's like a sheet. I got a chubby bubby here. Some scritchy scratchies. That is so not inconspicuous. So some trucker like pulls off and he's going to take like a dump in the woods, and this dude comes walking up to him with a rifle tucked away in this paper thin trench coat, and like the barrel's like sticking out like that high on the shoulder. The Human Centipede first sequence. So did Tom Six always have this in mind to do like a trilogy if he labeled this one the first sequence? This is such weird sound design in this hotel room. So you got one girl in the bathroom on the phone, you have another one on the bed on the phone, and you have the TV going. And the thing on the TV is weird because it's loud, but it's also like super muffled, and you can kind of hear the people on the phone, and It's just, I don't know, it sounds weird. You have to hear it. They're in Germany, I guess. Why? Okay, so when it cuts to them and the girl in the bathroom, the TV's louder than when it's the girl on the bed who's in front of the TV. That's kind of weird. Echo of the room, I guess. They're lost in the woods. They thought they knew exactly where they're going. Wait, what? That was like a weird jump cut. Yep. All right, what's up? Good morning. I was like, probably should have the screen up. Good morning, morning. Let me crack open this Monster Aussie lemonade. Ooh, that's nice. All right, got that to try. What's up? We are playing some Mono Black Control. We are testing more Pure Pauper, trying to find a list that I want to play. And I'm a huge fan of Mono Black Control for obvious reasons. It just is right up my alley of shenanigans I like to do. So we're looking at this list here. Mono Black Devotion, to be a little bit more precise on the Mono Black version we're running. Mana wise, 2 Barren Moors, 14 Swamps, 4 Vault Whispers, 2 Witch's Cottage. Might be a little heavy on land at 22 lands, but we'll see. We have 4 Candy Trails, 4 Candy Grapples, 3 Kumbaya Witches, 2 Crypt Rats, 3 Phyrexian Ragers, 2 Suffocating Fumes, 4 Chittering Rats, 2 Oubliette, 3 Snuff Outs, 4 Gray Merchants, 3 Spinning Darkness, and 4 Gurmag Anglers. Sideboard wise, we have 4 Duress, 3 Contaminated Grounds, 4 Trespasser's Curse, 1 Unmake, and 3 Nile Spell Bombs. The idea is we are going to play cards that interact with our opponent, hopefully make them, do stuff or kill stuff. There is one thing, we are a little weak to a Bogle's matchup because we don't have Geth's Verdict in the 75. Why don't we? We also don't have a lot of draw power, so I don't know how well this is going to run. But we have removal out the wazoozle, so we'll see how this works for us. We can make changes as we go. Your Mono Black, why Snuff Out over Defile? Because Defile is not legal in the pure format. This is a testing for Mono Black Pure, or Core Pauper, whatever you want to call it. It's testing for that, so that's why there's no Cast Down or Defile, Tom. It's in the title, right? This is the Pure form of Mono Black Control. Black Removal got hit. Yeah, Black Removal got decimated. I'm going to keep. We have a lot of removal in hand, so we'll keep this hand. I don't know how I feel about this version of the deck. I kind of like the Paper Cut still better. I just realized we don't have a Swamp for Snuff Out. That's not good. That's not good at all. We're against some kind of affinity. Top deck Swamp. Damn. Alright. Maybe I've kept a bad hand. I didn't realize none of these were Swamp. I do think Geth's Verdict is probably worth bringing in. Just saying. Old school affinity? Okay. There it is. Yep. Just pass. Kind of wish we had a Chittering Rats or something. Phyrexian Rager. Instead, we got a lot of our big cards in our hand here. We're not far from just hard casting Snuff Out, which I'm not opposed to. Land. Cool. So I'm fine with just keep drawing land here. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this build of the deck. I really like my Paper Cut version. I'm leaning toward just playing the Paper Cut version just because I enjoy it. But I wanted to give a more traditional, like, Mono Black Control build a go at it, if you will. They're not giving us any creatures to hit, which is not great. But we'll see how this goes. We can obviously make changes. I do want to try. I'll probably play Paper Cut tomorrow because I want to try it with Hopeless Nightmare and stuff. But that might be waiting on you, waiting to be able to munitions them. But yeah, I don't know. Be my guess, something along those lines. They just have the empty the entire hand now. I'm gonna assume they have Metallic Rebukes. I wouldn't be surprised. Cart Clan Shaman, sure. I think they're debating if they want to Metallic Rebuke this or not. Or I guess they could makeshift munitions it. I'm a little bit curious to see what they want to do here. Rebuke? No. Reckoner's Bargain? Sure. I would assume they didn't. That's interesting. Because if I was them, I would probably makeshift munitions it so you can get it back. Because I'm assuming they have Blood Fountain. I don't know. Kind of interesting there. Gear Seeker Serpent's annoying. We'll try to cast down it. But anyway, if y'all are interested, I am doing like edited version of these streams. I'm uploading typically like a day behind or so. Would love some feedback on those. See how they're turning out. So I think I'm just gonna snuff out for 4 life here, or I'm not. Let's do this. Because unless I have just hard counter spell. Son of a bitch. They did. Well then. I wasn't expecting hard counter spell. Yeah, the hard counter spell I was not expecting. Metallic Rebuke, yeah. Hard counter spell, no. Spell bomb of their own, sure. Don't think we're gonna win this one. Should have the double or the triple Gal Blast to face. Probably the triple. Alright, and then no, they just have the makeshift munitions. Lame. Unmake can come in. That's really it. I don't know, the witches aren't going to be that great here, so let's
pitch the witches. I might just bring in 2 contaminated grounds just because. Suffocating fumes is not going to be that exciting either. We'll bring in the other contaminated grounds and a spell bomb. Just because I'm sure they have blood fountain. Not like in love with this, but I'll keep it. That might be why. Why'd you bring in spell bomb? Because we brought in 1 for the blood fountains. That's it. That's the only reason. We're chittering rat you next turn. I love chittering rats. It's like one of my favorite cards. What's up, Lotus? Good morning, buddy. We're trying out a mono black build, and I just don't know if I'm gonna like this more than. I just don't know if I'm gonna like this more than my paper cut build. But we're gonna try it. Match 1, game 2. They won the first game. So is Pauper C4 a reaction to a lack of Pauper bans? I think so. The Discord server they set up, literally the image is a big red circle with a line through it, no to Swift Spear. So I feel like that's probably like majority of the response, I guess. Grimag I'm not very excited with. I hate to play this Witch's Cottage, but I'd rather just get it down on the field. Have mana. Imagine that, right? So I'd say it's partially due to that. It's partially like wanting to excuse me. It's partially wanting to play if some cards were unbanned. I'm like, it's definitely interesting as a format, but I personally would like to go further. Can't put the line through ephemerate. Yeah. I personally would like to take it a step further and say that I would personally like to do a standard rotating Pauper format. For me personally, Bull kind of brought up that idea, and I think it's a fantastic idea of having. And I want to do a tournament at some point, maybe in November. I can try to get a tournament. I've just been so fucking busy. Maybe in November I can try to set up some kind of tournament where it is just standard Pauper, where it's just it's all the sets that are currently in standard, but only commons. I think could be interesting. It could be a situation where there's just not enough card pool, so it's dominated by 1 or 2 decks. That could also be very well a case, but I would be tempted to try it and see what happens. Would make no, it wouldn't. First, I don't think it would get popular enough. Get it? Popular enough? I don't think it would get popular enough to. I'd imagine they're going to X2 Karkland Shaman here. You seen the cost of Lorien revealed? What is it, like a couple bucks? Well, Lorien revealed is because of like legacy and stuff. $2.97 a copy. I mean, that's definitely kind of high. That's what TCG player it's got him going for. Like unban a Tog and Disciple the Vault. That I don't know about a Tog, but Disciple the Vault would be interesting. Whoops. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Oh well. For a in-print card, it's a silly price. I mean, a little bit, but it's just supply and demand, right? Like, you probably have a better chance for that price just going to crack packs. Plus, you get other stuff out of value. That's what I would do. It's just for, especially for commons, it's just crack packs. Personally, that's what I would do if it's a still in print set. But like, I don't think it would raise price of. First off, I don't think it'd be like super popular. I don't think it'd be like a super in demand thing because it'd just be a niche upon a niche. You know what I mean? That is super annoying. Because we don't have a good way to kill that right now. And I did play the land wrong. Hey, there it is. Yeah. It's X2. Played this very correct. Very correct. A niche within a niche. Yeah. So I don't think it'd gain like a huge popularity boost enough to be like, oh yeah, we need to you know, super raise the price of these cards kind of thing. But it's a thing. This Kinku. Well, Candy Grapple kills their land. Thankfully. 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap all the way out. And a Gurdaddy on top of that. Well, we get to kill their land and play a Gurdaddy of our own, so. Spinning Darkness? That's interesting. Delve and Rager. What's up, Jason? How's it going? We are not doing super duper well right now, but we're trying. If they attack with Gurmag, I'll throw Phyrexian Rager underneath the bus. I was silly and thought Penny Dreadful might be a good idea. Then I saw paper price for Penny Dreadful deck was over 100. Dang. Yeah, Penny Dreadful I think is just mainly what it does in Magic Online. Like what it goes for in Magic Online. I'm gonna contaminate one of the Misfault bridges here. No reason to attack into Kinku quite yet. They counter this, I'm just going to scoop. If they have the counter for it. Cool. Yeah, it only works on MTGO, and I pre-order predominantly a paper player. Yeah, I feel that. I'll be playing 8-rack this weekend at my local store. Right on. I wish you the best of luck, Jason. Take him down. Rack him out, if you will. Strap him to the rack. You know. What they got here? Deadly Dispute. Alright, I'm just going to go to another game. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not liking this list. Like, at all. 8-rack rocks. Yeah, I love 8-rack. Played it quite a bit. Alright. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of this. Just trying to look here. I definitely didn't play that very well. But I feel like we need like a Geth's Verdict effect. You know what I mean? Go down one Candy Grapple. I'm gonna go down one Gurmag Angler too. Try that. Drop spinning, go up 4 snuff. For Gur. I got it in there for burn, the burn matchup. I like this hand. Yeah, Jason, you have to come back and report though how you did over the weekend with 8-rack. I will be curious to see how you did. Also, I'll say if you're watching the stream, if you're liking the content, consider liking. It goes a long way in helping out the stream. Play witches. That's rude. And comes in the Thrabes. The Thraby boys. Honestly, I might cycle the Suffocating Fumes. I'm not sure what version this is. This might just be White Weenie. To which I'm not like super opposed to. I mean, I wouldn't mind keeping Suffocating Fumes just because. Yep. Okay, we'll keep Suffocating Fumes. Why are you playing Vault? Candy Candy Grapple. Extra targets for Candy Grapple. That's why. We draw one of our 3-drop creatures, you know? Yeah, sure. Course Sky Fisher. Pick up Plains, probably. Thrabes. Makes sense. I didn't think about that. I would like to think I would have done that if I was piloting, but it's hard to tell. I mean, it's only 2, but it gets a big butt down. And it's not a bad target if they want to try to Journey to Nowhere it, you know? They attack in with 3 being Spectre. I'm gonna assume they have some kind of pump. I'm still probably gonna block because I could just snuff out if need be. Cracks the clue. So I imagine they dug for a land there. I think they took all 3 to hand already. Yeah, they did. Sure. We'll let Gray be on defense here. We do gotta be leery when we cast Suffocating Fumes about a pump. You gotta be leery about that. Here goes Hockey. They might be playing around with Suffocating Fumes, honestly, by holding up 3. So I'm going to guess Verdict them. Figure that's what they would probably do. Alright, let's play Candy Trail. Grapple and Merchant? Alright. Attack with both because we can't block anyway. Not sure they have anything that would save their birds from this being at 1. Oh, fucking Ramsden and Rally. I forgot about that bullshit. Oh, that's super annoying. Womp womp. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm playing with a heavy removal package. Right on. Best of luck to you. I love me some 8 rack. No, they just had all the pump, so didn't really matter. Definitely like Trespasser's Curse here. I don't think we need Unmake, really. I don't think Guess Verdict's going to be as good. Let's cut a Chittering Rats and a Gray. Run it like that. What's up, Aaron? Better for you. They did get to use it on a fence. Of course, they'd cast no one right after I type that. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, the more I'm playing this, the more I'm like, I like the paper cut deck better, personally. I don't know. I also like Monster Tron. I just can't decide what deck I'm gonna play. That's gonna be a good turn 2 play, I think. Let's do this. Here, I'm between these two decks. Which one should I do? Monster Tron or Paper Cut? I'll throw up a poll. I'm assuming they have Dawnbringer's Cleric. So far I got Monster Tron in the lead. Looks like we have 50-50 cut. We got 2 votes. Cast your votes. There's a vote going on in chat right now between what deck I should take to the tournament this Saturday. Should it be Monster Tron? Should it be Paper Cut? Whichever you pick is what I'm going to play the rest of the week on stream. Testing cards, testing builds. So, I don't want to cycle this Baron more, so I think I'm just going to play it. Is what legal? Both of those decks are legal. I have legal decks. They're both legal. I mean, I hate to cast this now, but I'm gonna do it for the greed of this Gray Merchant. The update I have done. What? The update I have done of your deck, I will Discord you. Okay, yeah, send me a Discord. If you run Monstertron, test out a one of Takada's dig site. For the late game sounds silly, but it's paid real dividends for me LGSs. Okay. For sure, for sure. Prismatic Strands, sure. You could always just play Slivers. The current top Sliver deck, as far as I know, is legal outside of the Lead the Stampede, unless dual deck printing counts. No, it doesn't. What's up, Bull? Yeah, I'll have to try that out. So we could just, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this, and then hold up Candy Grapple. I'd be willing to trade Rager for Ray Fiend's Informant if they're wanting to use up their P strands. I'm kind of fine with that. Slivers could probably do the L's thing and play Distant Melody, honestly. Probably. I'm not that interested in playing a tribal deck this time around, though. It's basically 2-mana mass removal. Alright. The P strands. Yeah, I'm leaning toward like Monster Tron or Paper Cut, though. I really like both those decks a lot. I have a lot of fun playing them. Slivers is cool, though. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have a ton of practice with Slivers, and I'm not like super duper interested in them right now. Although, all right, you know what? I'll start a new poll. Start a new poll. Boom. There we go. New poll is up. Just curious to see if they want to use the P strands on this. Nothing wrong with Paper Cut, bro, but I always see you having much fun with the Monster Stars. I mean, I like them both a lot, don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of both of them. We'll say doing it this way. We do... Okay, he lets it go. We do not... We lose 1 point of devotion, though. And we can crack the candy trail. Alright, I'm happy with this. So yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys. I'll leave my choice up to you guys. We have a split right now between everything. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. You guys pick, and then I'll stream it the rest of the week to find the list and get used to the deck. Big fan of Paper Cut, big fan of Monster Tron, and Slivers is probably, in terms of tribal, my favorite tribal. So I definitely will say playing this, I'm not wanting to play Mono Black Devotion. Turn off auto yields. They get a Thrabes out of it. Second P strands in the graveyard. Not that big of a deal, because I think we're just going to win with... Okay. Slivers is fairly easy, and you can take it a few ways. There's the evasion-based deck that wings through massive flyers and poison slivers. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. There's like a ton of slivers decks. The other deck used Hunter Sliver and Crypt Sliver to attrition out the other decks. Yeah, I'll just have to look at some lists for sure. Might have to play Distant Melody though. My problem is, how does Slivers do against Burn? You know what I mean? Monster Tron and Paper Cut have game against Burn. So that's like the main concern there. You know what I mean? They cannot play a creature, they just die. Hi Gore, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the content. Let's just run back. So yeah, that's the question, is like, how well does Slivers hold up against Burn? Because I think it's gonna be Burn's gonna be like one of the top decks. Fine, because you play Strands, plus you can Crimson Acolyte. Yeah, true. Actually, if you get ahead of Burn, you win. While we wait for our opponent. Slivers is always somewhere around here. It's always like a tier 3 deck. It's the very last one. Play Poison Storm? You. Could, though. It gets Burn, Pulsive, Minera, and Caprina fetch lands. True. So this is the current build. This is a second place 4-1. We'll take a look at it here in a minute. Yeah, I'll keep. We need more votes. We're still tied down the middle. I got a vote going on in chat right now. Of what deck I'm gonna play. Pulse Marassa. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. Sure. Pulse Maraka. Pulse my Assa. But yeah, if you wanna place your vote on what deck I should play at the tournament, I would love y'all's input because I'm trying to figure it out. Ooh, they kept the one land Wonder Hand, huh? That's not good. Where's the Sliver list, or we got to build it? We would still have to build it. I don't have like a list for it. We'd have to look at lists, see what's legal and not legal, and then build it. Like, we'll take a look at a list after this match. I will say too, I got to bounce about 11:30 today. 11:30, 11:40. I got to go and work early. So I need to I need to make lunch. Got to have the food. I'm just gonna ping this dork with Kumbaya. I know it's Kombaji or how you say the witch, but I just for some reason have just kept calling this thing Kumbaya witches, and I'm just standing by it. So then, yeah, I will change my vote to Slivers. If there's a sweet poison flying one we can make together, but not until then. We'll just have to make it happen, right? Rude. Very rude. If you're playing a white deck, why would you not play Destroy Evil somewhere in the 75? That card is so good. I know White Lotus has talked about it being good before in the past, but like, holy shit. And Revoke Existence? God, you're just being a douche. I'm kidding. I get it. They're very annoying cards. But like, come on, let me do my thing. I'm trying to be annoying as well. And you're not letting me because you're being very rude. Like I said, I love Chittering Rats, one of my favorite cards. But yeah, so we got Slivers in the lead right now. My Monster Tron and Paper Cut. Please cast your votes. Did they say no Stampede? Yeah, no Stampede or Winding Way. They're both not legal in the format. So you'd probably have to do like Distant Melody to refill your hand or something. I don't know. Which is not a great aspect to think about. I would like this Candy Trail. Another Snuff Out, another Swamp. Bottom U, top U. Play another Rager. Um, why is Winding Way not legal? Isn't a common? It is not. It's only in one of the, I think, master sets, right? Yeah, it's only Modern Horizons. I will say this: we're voting on slivers, but we've yet to see what's legal in slivers. But I don't think a whole lot other than those get axed. Like we have this list, which I think is Ash Barrens legal. Or I don't think any of the grows are legal either. But like Winding Way and Lead the Stampede are gone. I imagine everything else is probably just about fine though. We drew a Witch's Cottage. I love brewing decks. My heart belongs to 8 rack. Mine too, Jason. Mine too. Big time agree. Slivers almost never get reprinted, so it's safe to. So most stay at their rarity. Gotcha. Me too, Jason. A huge 8 rack fan. Are you on the Facebook group for it's 8 rack? There's a modern 8 rack Facebook group that I feel like you'll probably would probably enjoy. They probably have that Rams and Rally, right? That's interesting. It's gonna sound weird, but I don't want them to Rims and Rally us again. Yay, we got there. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. I would vote for Simic or Bant Slivers, possibly even Timur Haste Boys. All right, let's look real quick. I actually had the. Give me a second. I had the pulled up not too long ago. What's legal and what isn't legal in this set. I mean, in this tournament. So give me a second. Let me find that real quick again. All right, here's where I was searching for Spinning Darkness. So, Benevolent Bodyguard would be. Plated Silver probably would be. Sidewinder. What about Jim Hyde? Yep. Hunter, I guarantee, would be. Yep. Mass Vandal is. I don't know why. You are. You are. You are. Alright, so our creature base is all legal. But Winding Way and Lead the Stampede. Yep. Nope, nope. What about Ash Barrens? Ash Barrens is not, and then I know the Groves aren't. Crimson Acolyte would be. One's Crypt Silver. Could be interesting. Definitely not bad. Not either. We talked about it with Lotus. Yeah, I didn't figure, but why not double check? What's Distant Melody do again? Choose a creature type. Draw a card for each permanent you control that type. It's 4-drop though. But I mean, in theory, you know, Jim Hyde Sliver, right? I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about Slivers against Burn. That's my big concern. I mean, yeah, you get Crimson Acolyte and you get Prismatic Strands, I guess. Could just play 2 Prismatic Strands main deck too. You know, if we can't do 4. Is there one in Bant colors? Does anybody know if there's a fetch land in Bant colors from Streets of Capernia? Or what that one would be? Meet in the Tavern, Broker's Hideout? Yeah, something like that. I always want to spell it as Silvers. I also forget about that it changes. Okay. So, can't play with you. Can't play with you. Can't with you. Nope. And nope. I think our sideboard's fine though, right? Broker's Hideout is the Bant, Capernia land, Meet in the Caverns, probably not legal. Imagine if I just type in Broker. Well, dual lands would be legal. Not very many, right? I think I have Distant Melody already. I have 2 of them. How many lands do they have? 20? We need 2 more lands. I guess you could do more holdout, right? Made you so a sliver list also in Discord. All right, let me open up Discord. I don't know, just something like that, I guess. All right, Torvis, what do you got for us? Core Mono Black Control. Let's look at it real quick. Kerprat's Witches, Gray. Leona Spectre? Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I love Gang Shinobi. I totally forgot about that card existing. So why no Candy Trail? I mean, Candy Grapple. Candy Grapple is such a strong removal card, especially if you're playing Candy Trail. Looks pretty good. I mean, it's very similar to what we got going on, right? Except for you are up to the 4 Snuff Outs and 4 Geth Verdicts. And the Spectres, obviously. Also, sad not seeing Chittering Rats. I love me Chittering Rats. But yeah, it looks good. This one looks good. And then let's pull up the... Where you at, Torvis? Slivers. Alright, what we got going on with Slivers here? Jim Hyde. Okay, so you got the Haste Sliver in here. You meet in a tavern? Yeah, we don't know if this one... this one's not legal. I can almost guarantee it. Yeah, meet in a tavern. You meet in a tavern. Should get Propaganda's Slivers list from a bit ago. It used more holdout settlement with Metallic Sliver to help fix mana base. Which one's Metallic Sliver? Yeah, so meet in the tavern's not legal. Metallic Sliver. That's interesting. That one's interesting for sure. I'm a little bit against Evolving Wilds just because the other lane gets you a mana thing. If you want to play one match, I'm down for it. Yeah, give me a second, David. But yeah, I'm down. I mean, it looks good. So yeah, the meet in the tavern's not legal. So we got to look at something else for that. I might just play, like I said, Prismatic Strands main deck. I guess we have Wing Sliver. I guess we're going to play blue. Why not play some Wing Sliver? But I do like Metallic Sliver. So let's look at this real quick. I know I don't have Metallic Sliver. Yeah, we'll have to go up to 4 distant for sure. I don't see why we wouldn't want to play 4 of, right? Wing Sliver, right, is fair. Yeah, okay. Wing Sliver is good. So, do we need that much provoke? X is removal, right? 4 of everything, 20 lands, yeah. I like the one of Mass Vandal still, though. Do we need the flash Quicksilver? Quicksliver? Yes, provoke is broken. Okay. So what would we cut here then? Also, Monstertron and Slivers is tied, so just saying. We'll talk about this after a second. Let me get a matchup, David, if you want to jump in. Quicksilver is important in the sideboard. IDK about main. So why is that, Aaron? Monstertron's taking the lead. Monstertron's taking the lead here. So we could have Monstertron. But Aaron, why is Quicksilver better in the sideboard instead of the main? It's not very good, but I'll keep. Put this together 5 minutes ago. Nice. I'm not in the Facebook group. Yeah, Jason, there's a cool Facebook group for 8-rack. It's just modern 8-rack is what it is. It's cool because they also talk a little bit about like legacy Pox style decks and mono black like Pioneer and stuff. Slam in at the end step and flood the board with a bunch of slivers. Okay, the question, Aaron, is like, what would we, if it was in the sideboard, what would we bring it in against? Clamigo MTG, I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy the content. I think Quicksilver on the side isn't bad. You need to dodge sorcery removal before your turn. So is it just like heavy, like, is it just like a heavy removal deck we bring it in? Is that what we're doing? What's Peer Pauper just got here? Folder, it is a tournament put on by GN this Saturday. It is Pauper without any expansion sets. So it had to be legally printed at a common and a standard rotated set. Standard from the beginning of time, but a standard set. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting concept for sure. They rack 24 discard and 24 removal and 22 lands. Nice. I'm still on 24 lands. Personally, I would have to look at my discard to removal package. But I would say it's a pretty even split for me. Are you on Jason, are you on the Urza Saga trail here? If you have haste and Jim's side, you can dump your hand and instep. True. But I guess I'm like looking from it like a perspective is like if it goes in the sideboard, then oh damn it, I skipped through my turn without playing a card. Damn it. Talking. Rude. Oh, Boros Bully. Actually should have played Candy Trail there and then Candy Grapple. Monster Tron's winning, by the way. Just saying. Monster Tron's starting to pull ahead here. We have a poll going on. If you're watching and you've not voted yet, we have a poll going on of what deck I should play in the tournament. We're having discussion over slivers and how we build slivers. But yeah, we have a discussion going on currently of what deck I should play this weekend. Whatever deck gets picked is what I'll stream for the rest of the week as we fine-tune a list. Right now, Monster Tron is head of the board. So, Quicksilver's main use is to give your opponent less info when they try to wipe your board. Like, if they try to use a board wipe and you play out one of your 3/1/2 Lord Slivers can survive. Gotcha. Wait, Lembas is not legal? Lol. Did I just spittle on myself, really? Come on. David made me laugh. I will drop and throw golden eggs. Alright. I'll throw up a buddies only. Candy Trail is better than Limboss in my LMAO. Candy Trail does feel a little bit better, but I think it's like a back and forth. I think they're both good. Notably, it gives your slivers flash. Okay, I get what you're saying. Same for board wipes. I don't like slivers versus burn. It's going to be everywhere. Yeah, that's why I kind of feel Jason too. Is like I feel like it's probably spottier against burn. I find Quicksilver usually 2Q, but it's a good combat trick. That's fair. Torvis said they updated the list. Oh, Recommission's an interesting choice. I like Recommission. It's an interesting choice for replacement, for sure. I like the Metallic Sliver, though. I think if I'm going to go that route, I think I prefer the Metallic Sliver, personally. I would like to go first. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. This is a better hand than what we had, so I'm just gonna lead with Baronmore in turn 1 instead of cycling it. No one in chat could tell us. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think this was core. Metallic Sliver is a trap. Why is it a trap? I find it weird that people don't live slivers versus burn when you get strands on curve and scale on board wipes. I get it. Strands and slivers is probably okay when you can leave the Stampede anyways. True. Just main deck it. Um, uh, it's Saturday. One gives poison. It does nothing. Most slivers at 1 drop do something. Yeah, but it's a 1 drop that, I mean, I get it, but it's mana fix, but this is bad play, not gonna lie. It's a good play for me, buddy. It's not that bad of a play. You can probably just pick it back up, right? It's Candy Trail here. I will say though, Monster Tron is definitely pulling away. You're not going to be that good. You're too far away, so I'd rather just draw something else. Monster Tron is definitely pulling away though. So we're having this deep discussion about slivers, and it might not even matter. Rude. A sliver for all slivers have poison. 1/1. However, Monstertron looks like it has it. Yeah, Monstertron might. I think it's pulling away a little bit on the. I'm actually fine with both of these cards on top. I think I'd rather have a little bit of mana, but cleaning their board up would be nice too. We also have a lot of draw just with Candy Trail, but it's already been a sliver player since Sliving Death was a thing in Extended. I get it. Slivers is cool. It's one of the cooler tribals in my opinion. Also, remember the poison sliver, poison stacks like Toxic does? Yes, it does. But yeah, so it looks like Monstertron might get it. G, not a 4. No, I get it. I get what you're saying. I'm pretty sure I knew it was a 1-drop. Thrabes. My favorite thing about playing Slivers is having to explain flanking true and how it stacks. That is so true. Monstertron got it. I can't change my vote to Slivers unless we really have a fun poison flying sliver deck. Got it. Yeah, Monstertron I think is gonna get it. I'm gonna give to the end of this game against David. End of like when we go into sideboard, not the full match. That's as far as I'm gonna give it. So once the vote has been casted, that's going to be the end of it. If that makes any sense. 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't journey my stuff. Yeah, it might be Monstertron here. Oh, rude. I knew they were going to have it, man. I knew it. I also need to watch out for Gal Blast, but 4 here. Gray Merchant for very little value. Gray Merchant trades fairly okay-ish, I suppose. Why does he keep flicking that Radiant Fountain? It's just with the Boris Garrisons. We bought him that Suffocating Fumes, didn't we? And they have the Gal Blast. This hurts. This hurts a lot. Alright. This game is pretty much over. Alright. Went into the poll, so it's Monster Tron. Monster Tron. So Monster Tron is what I'll be playing the rest of the week, and the rest of what we'll be checking out and testing. Definitely bring you in. Definitely take. Still don't like Suffocating Fumes that much here, or Guess Verdict. Everything else I'm kind of okay with. Bull Simic Silver is unfortunately quite weak. I've tried it many times to make Counter Sliver with Winged Serpent Poison work. And that's without limitations. That's sad. That sounds fun. I want to keep this. Do I just keep this with Candy Trail? Probably a dumb choice. Taurus was pure Pauper, so we roll the dice. True. Yeah, 4 seconds, 2 factory B plan. Same. I'm on the same plan. I'm on like, I don't know if I want 2 or more factories. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm on, like, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm on 2 factories or 3 factories, but I'm definitely not on 4. I feel like 3 might be better, but I don't know. Alright, is our mana base going to hurt us now? Yep. So yeah, we'll do Monstertron for the rest of the week. Thank you all for voting. Thanks for having the conversation. Sorry Slivers didn't get there. Slivers would be interesting though. For sure. I also like Paper Cut, but I think we'll just go with shit. Well, shit. I meant to actually cast that. Whoops. I'm just gonna scoop to that. Would have been 2 more draws. Would have been 2 more draws. So I'm going to take just one moment before we bounce here and look at this Monster Tron, which I can't remember what the name of it was. Play Boros, right? I should. Thanks, David, for the matches. They were fun. Got kind of wrecked there. Was not a big fan of that devotion. I like mono black devotion, but I really think we lose too much for the deck. I definitely think the paper cut would be the better mono black deck personally. But thank you, David. Monster Tron is our pick of what we're playing. So I want to take a look at this real quick before we bounce for today. I like pretty much everything going on here, except for, like, I'm debating if I want Bulwark Giant or just more Boulder Branches. Boulder Branch gains more life. It's easier to cast in the deck, but it's an artifact. So is Smash the Smithereens? Let's look real quick. Smash the Dust is. Yeah, Smash Smithereens is. Alright. Is Expedition map really? Actually? I don't know how to spell Expedition. Okay, Expedition map is because Rise of Eldrazi. Okay. Or is that original? That's original Zendikar, right? Okay, so Union of the Third Path I like. His draw power, I think it's fairly good. Bulwark Giant, I still, like I said, kind of like. So why we got you here? Well, if we look at this list, what would be your guys' opinion? Do a 2-2 slip between Boulder Branch and Bulwark, or just go all in on Golem? Or cut the Bulwark, add 1 Fingrin and 1 Boulder Branch? Also, I still like Crop Rotation, I think, over Navigator's Compass. Yeah, what are your guys' opinion on this Bulwark Giant? Do we keep it as it is? Do we get rid of it, add a Fingrin and a Boulder Branch Golem? What do you guys think? Cut Bulwark, add in Fingrin Golem, and drop Selesnya dual land, right? Well, you could keep the Selesnya dual land for Union of the Third Path. 3/6 is the fat ass, hard to burn. Keep it. True. It's a good argument for it. But it also is not a big power, you know what I mean? If you keep Selesnya dual, then you can keep Bulwark. Bulwark. I was just thinking, if you get rid of Bulwark, must have built 8-rack rat deck. That's a lot of fun. That's really interesting. What's that, Jason? All right, here's what I'm going to do. Open up a copy of this deck. Remove. Jungle Hollow. Actually, not even that. What's the Streets of Nuka-Prinia? No, Strixhaven. What is it? Strixhaven Dual Lands. Witherbloom Campus. Or drop it in the card draw go 1 Fang, 1 Boulder, 4 Night's Whisper. Yeah, you could. There it is. My only thing is like, so Union's cool because you don't lose, like you gain life. You know what I mean? That's the cool part of it, is you gain life off of it. It's an early gain life card. Nice with her burn. Yeah, true. It's Rat Tribal, Doable, and Pauper. I would like to see the list, Jason. That's cool. Is that not how you spell boulder? Bloop. Drop you in. True, but 2 Knights is 2 cards and cheaper. CNC make the case. Green white dual land is a 4th grotto. What if we just Candy Trail? What if we just make Union the 3rd path Candy Trail? Gains life, scries. It's not exactly draw power, but it's still some card advantage. Works well with Fengrin Marauder. Damn good idea. Doesn't draw you deeper and gains life way less. I certainly don't mind Candy Trail. Then you can play Hamlet Glutton. Don't sleep on it, bro. Alright. Hamlet Glutton. I gotta see what this card is again. I know you're a big fan of it, Bull. Let me look this card up again. Bargain costs 2 less. If it was bargain, trample, enters battlefield, gain 3 life. Yeah, but the problem is dual green. Having a dual color in this deck is really really hard. I get it though. 6/6 trampler is good. It can draw you deeper though. Candy Trail can. It's about the same redraw as like a Chromatic Sphere, kind of. It's not worth it in this deck. It's definitely cool. It's a cool card. I'll give you that. It's just hard working in there. If you're working for that angle, you can use an artifact sack draw. Like, we could use a Deadly Dispute. Honestly. We don't have room for Deadly Dispute, though. Candy's good here, I think, just not Glutton. I do like Glutton, though. It is a cool card. Yeah, I'm going to make the Candy Trail change. I mean, if we're adding Candy, you just take white. I am taking white out. White's gone. And now we're Golgari. Now we're Golgari. How does that work? How does every deck that I like just eventually turn into a Golgari deck? Or just mono black? This view is really great for fixing, but then you want the Golgari dual land. Yeah. Well, we do have the Golgari dual land. We have Witherbloom Campus. The reason why I added it is late game scrying feels decent. I don't know. I like this. I'm a fan of this. I'm sure you're right on top of it, trying to be, you know. Because Golgari is the best colors. It is the best colors, Torvis. All right, so tomorrow we're going to try Golgari Monstertron. How about that? In this pure format. I actually think this looks good outside of even being pure Pauper. Like, this actually looks like a fairly good deck. I still think Suffocating Fume should be replaced, like, with Arms. Like, if you're going to play this in non-core, but, you know what I mean? Take note of how many times this week you got 2 green and 5 mana. With Monstertron? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I will take note. But yeah, so I think we're going to try this tomorrow. See how this goes. David, if you're around tomorrow, if you're still here, David, I might just message you on Discord, but if you're still here, would you want to run some games tomorrow if you're free when I stream? If you're not here, I'll just message you on Discord. But yeah, I think we're going to play some Monstertron. 10 mana green prototype might be worth a while. Yeah. I know what you mean. The Rust Goliath. Thanks for the stream. No problem, Bull. Thank you for hanging out. Because I could also run. Hold on. I could run Rust Goliath. I think I have Rust Goliath, right? Rust Goliath, 10/10 reach trample prototype, or I could run. I don't know how you say this. I should pull up dinosaurs, right? I could run Ancient Brontodon. I didn't realize it was double green. Damn it. I thought it was like 7 and a colorless. Because that would be fun, right? But no, I'll probably 10 mana for creatures is rough, especially when it's just an artifact creature. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Well, hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for picking Monstertron. We're going to give Monstertron a run tomorrow. See what we think of it. And hopefully try to trim up a little bit. So thanks, everybody. I'm going to bounce for today. If you want to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. There's a link down below to become a member. Or, you know, you can just... I think there's a join button or something. I don't know. But it's $1 a month, gets you access to community Discord server, along with... the custom emotes, your name at the beginning and into stream that you'll see here in a second, and a little badge next to your name. Also, you can follow me on Twitch. Over there, I'm doing movie streams. I'm going to start doing other video games, and when I do other video games, I'm going to do them on Twitch. I'm going to do Magic streams here. I'm going to do Twitch games, like other video games on Twitch, and then upload an edited VOD over to here. It's just the VOD quality on Twitch is so much better than here. The VOD quality is fine here if you just click on watching the stream. Like when this is over with and you pull this up later tonight, the VOD quality is fine. But if I go to download it and edit it, it's terrible. It's terrible quality. So I'm going to do that and then upload them over here. But I'm not going to bother doing that until probably next week of some point, because I'm just going to kind of tournament test, if that makes any sense. Link also in the description to my other YouTube channel where I talk about movies and stuff. I got a video going up here later today about Wes Anderson's new Roald Dahl short films, so you can check that out. Follow me on my socials down there, whatever. The spew is getting longer and longer, I feel like. I'm going to bounce for today. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.